Ukrainian War live update. Kyiv says Russia plans major ground attack in New Year. Ukraine has accused Russia of planning a widespread ground attack early in the new year, despite Russia's recent military setbacks. President Volodymyr Zelensky and officials have warned that Kyiv and its allies must be vigilant against becoming complacent. Attacks could come towards the eastern Donbass region, the south and even Kyiv, senior generals say. Western analysts say Russia's ability to successfully conduct offensive ground operations is rapidly declining. Britain's highest-ranking army officer, Admiral Tony Latican, said this week the war would only get worse for Russia, adding that it now faces a critical shortage of artillery ammunition. In a series of briefings to the media, Ukraine's defense minister Oleksiy Reznikov said there was growing evidence that Russia was planning a widespread new offensive following a series of battlefield casualties. He speculated that could happen in February, when half of the 300,000 troops Russia called up in October to support the Ukraine war had completed training. The second part of the mobilization, about 150,000 people, prepare for at least 3 months, which means that, like last year, perhaps he is going to launch the next wave of attacks in February. Is their plan, Reznikov told The Guardian. The Kremlin is trying to find new solutions for victory, he added, explaining that he expected Russia to mobilize more citizens. A new Moscow offensive could take place as early as January, but will likely come in the spring, economists reported Thursday, with assessments coming from President Zelensky, General Valery Zaluzhny and General Alexander Syrsky. Said in an interview, the Russians are preparing about 200,000 recruits. There is no doubt that they will try again in Kyiv, said General Saruzhiny, the chief of the Ukrainian army. Russia has said it is 100% ready, and Ukraine's very important strategic task is to create reserves and prepare for a war that will take place in February, March at best, March at worst. It is, he added. Maybe end of January. Maybe it will not start from Donbass, but I do not exclude the direction of Kyiv, the direction of Belarus, the direction of the south, he said. The two countries have denied a Christmas truce and there are currently no negotiations to end the conflict. Military analysts say a winter stalemate could set in, even as heavy fighting continues, especially in the Donetsk region, where Russian forces are pushing to capture the city of Bakhmut. Ukraine, with Western support, has significantly improved its air defenses against Russian missiles, but is demanding more advanced weapons. On Thursday, Western allies increased their support with additional funding and military training. European Union leaders have agreed to allocate her €18 billion, $15.7 billion, funding to Ukraine next year. The U.S. military announced in Washington that it will expand training of Ukrainian soldiers in Germany. Starting in January, 500 soldiers will be trained each month, based on the more than 15,000 Ukrainians trained by the United States and its allies since April.